Welcome back. You're watching Prime Property. PropTiger.com, in which Rupert Murdoch's led News Corp has bought a 25% stake, came out with its review for 2014. That study shows just how bad last year was for India's property market. New launches down 45 to 75% across the big property markets, and that's including Bangalore, Noida, Pune, Mumbai, Thane, Navi Mumbai, Gurgaon, Bhiwadi, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata and Ahmedabad.
Yeah, so recently with the RBI announcing the rate cut, we expect, the market will kind of revive over the next 6 to 9 months. The commercial property market, we have seen has started showing good absorption since the last month in terms of, absorption of IT spaces, and that's good for job creation, and hopefully, that will translate into, residential sales. Of course, the report shows that the new launches have gone down by almost 54% year on year, and we expect, the 2013 levels to be met, in 2015 again.
But Prashant, this much is clear that 2013 and 2014 were disastrous for India's property market. Now, you engage a lot with builders. What is the sense that you're getting? Are they going to get more realistic and maybe cut prices in 2015?
So price cuts, of course, have already happened, I would say, in the last 6 months. So we don't expect the prices to correct, further, leave alone some, micro markets. But the prices today are pretty much reflective of the construction costs. So we are not expecting any drastic changes on prices. But I think the positive economy, the positive outlook in terms of job creation, the positive outlook in terms of people seeing, salary increases, that would, get people to start betting again on real estate.
So the market is still so subdued, but you believe that prices have bottomed out. Therefore, would your advice then be this is the right time to buy, and if someone has the potential, this is the correct time to keep holding on to properties as well?
Yeah, so prices, in our opinion, have kind of bottomed out. We might see some correction in some markets, as I said, but overall we think, the prices have kind of bottomed out, and a lot of people we think, will come into the market. So it's a good time to hold because we don't see any further, price correction from here.
PropTiger's review of 2014 shows that new launches are down anywhere from 50% to 75% across the big markets. Are you expecting that trend to continue in 2015?
Not really. What we think is that since the demand had kind of, subsided, developers responded with fewer launches. But our expectation is this year we'll see a bump up on the new supply hitting the market again.
Okay, so you believe new launches will pick up activity in 2015. Now, I want to get city specific, but before that, I want to ask you, which are the better cities to invest in?
From an investment point of view, Bangalore and Pune would be, good cities which have given good returns to investors over the last 1 year.
Now let's get city specific, beginning with the National Capital Region, often called the speculator's paradise. Gurgaon still out of budget for many people despite being a dead market. What's your outlook for the Gurgaon market?
So specifically on Gurgaon, I think definitely, prices have corrected, and I see that, it has still some scope in the Gurgaon market given that demand has completely vanished. So we do expect Gurgaon to kind of see some price correction in the next 6 months to propel demand. Dwarka Expressway would of course, be a good area to look at there.
Okay, so price correction on the cards as far as Gurgaon goes. What about Noida? What's your outlook for the Noida market?
Specifically on the Noida market, of course, if you look at sales, sales are down, but the market in terms of pricing still looks very attractive given the infrastructure. So our expectation is that volumes will definitely pick up in Noida, but we don't expect any price correction. The prices will start, looking up in the next 9 to 12 months.
Okay, so you're expecting prices to rise in Noida. Now let's head west to Mumbai, perhaps the country's most overheated market. How are you reading this market?
So if you look at the Mumbai market, of course, prices did look up in certain areas. I think demand still exists in Thane and Navi Mumbai, and that will be the key driver for Mumbai for this year. We also expect a lot of supply to hit the central Mumbai market, which hasn't seen supply in 2014.
What about Pune? I know you're very bullish on Pune. Devendra Fadnavis has said that he wants to make Pune India's new IT capital. I don't know how realistic that is. But, what are the growth corridors in Pune?
So Pune market in 2014 again was very stable. We saw some price correction leading to demand again picking up. Affordability again is pretty good. I think job creation is something that will pick up in Pune given the new initiatives by the Chief Minister. So we expect the Pune market again to kind of look up in 2015 and deliver good returns. Hinjewadi and Wagholi would be two key areas to look at.
What about Bangalore? Bangalore was considered to be, the best performing market in 2014. Do you expect that to continue in 2015?
So Bangalore has been a key market in 2014 for, if we look at supply, we look at sales, as well as if we look at price movement, we have seen some price movements on the positive side in Bangalore. So we continue to expect, given that there is a huge IT population looking to buy homes and affordability hasn't kind of gone out of the reach of the customer. So we expect the same euphoria to continue for Bangalore. We think Whitefield as well as Hebbal would be key areas to invest in Bangalore.
Your report also shows that there were many launches by state departments, government departments in 2014, and that made up a huge chunk of the new launches that we saw in 2014. Do you expect that to continue?
So we, of course, have seen a lot of initiatives from the government in terms of launching affordable housing across India. And that we think, we saw almost 40,000 units across various initiatives by Delhi as well as other, government organizations. And that we think is a great initiative, and we think that there should be more momentum put into that to achieve the goal of the Prime Minister to achieve, housing for all by 2022.
Now let's get commercial. 2014 was a bad year for the housing market, but that cannot be said for the office.